So I'm here at the Anycubic booth at Rapid TCT, and I have to say, Anycubic has always had a warm place in my heart because when I first got into STEM education and got into this industry, they were the most cost-effective, most bang for your buck type of printer that you can get into schools. Now today, this is a much more crowded space. They just always do such a great job of meeting budget-friendly printers. Well, today we're gonna look at a couple of different things here at the booth. They have the S1 Max, which I've been trying to get for myself to unbox and review for you guys. We're gonna go take a look at it right now and see what it's got. We also have a couple of new things from them as well, which we're definitely gonna be doing a dedicated video in the future for. But anyway, let's check it out. So if you're an Anycubic fan, you probably already know the Kobra S1, which was their first CoreXY multicolor printer on the market. And it's a self-enclosed machine, so you could definitely print those harder materials. But in true spirit of Anycubic, once you make the first version, you make the Max version. So here we are with the Anycubic S1 Max. A lot of people are still waiting for theirs, and I heard their first batch of 1,000 are already on their way. The Kobra S1 Max sports a build size of 350 by 350 by 350 millimeters. It supports up to 16 different colors. Here we are with the Ace 2 Pro. You can actually get 4 of these connected. There's a hot swappable nozzle, which makes it really easy. Beautiful capacitive touchscreen over here. And I have to say, I'm looking at the rails here and they are mighty hefty. I'm very impressed with the build size, and I think the most impressive, which is usually the common theme of Anycubic, is giving you a lot of bang for your buck, and the price here is $699. If you get it with the combo, it's $849. Now, a couple of things to note about the printer that I've seen is that they also have a built-in carbon filter over here. You could see the auxiliary fan over here. So this is really primed to handle your engineering prints and engineering filaments like ABS, ASA, nylon, etc. You got the poop chute right over there. We just want to look at the extruder itself. So, oh, I see.
The nozzle system is the same.
Ah.
Okay, so if you want to change nozzle.
Really easy. And is that the same thing on the Gen 2? Is that, oh, it really comes down. So it's not, you're not taking out the heat sink.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Stay in the printer.
I like that.
And,
and when we come to the back, you're definitely gonna notice there's the 4 PTFE tubes coming into the hub over here. You could definitely get multiple hubs to support the 16 different colors and 4 Ace 2 Pro boxes. However, one thing I do want to note is that there is only one PTFE tube going to the extruder. So this is definitely going to impact your switching of filaments due to the retraction time. You're definitely going to see higher times there than you might see on other printers that bring in all 4 PTFE tubes or multiple PTFE tubes right to the extruder. Now, we know that they've already been doing this now on the Gen 2. I wouldn't be surprised in the next version they're going to start to try to bring these 4 PTFE tubes right to the extruder, or maybe we'll even see a multi-extruder machine. Who knows? Obviously, they can't do that here because the size and the height would have had to have been increased. You have an Ethernet port over here in case you do not want to be on Wi-Fi. Overall, a very nice build. But basically, if you were a fan of the S1 Cobra and you wanted a large CoreXY machine at a great price, the Kobra S1 Max should be on your watch list. Now, there are a lot of influencers here at Rapid TCT, and I feel like one of the most annoying ones out there is Greg at 3D Rundown. Here's Greg. I actually did this to him yesterday because he was in the middle of shooting something, and like a jerk, I actually ruined his shot. Oh, thanks, Greg. Thank you very much. By the way, I just want you to know that Greg and I are basically professionals when it comes to escape rooms. We're
Yes.
amazing.
The highest grade.
Yeah, when we work together, we can get out of anything.
Anything.
Except like conventions like this. Then we can get out that fast.
Except unless there's like puzzles involved, critical thinking, problem solving, anything like that, we're in trouble. But outside of that, practically professionals.
Greg, what do you think of the show so far?
Fabulous. There's a good turnout. There's a good energy in the air. There's
Yeah.
a lot of familiar faces here, a lot of friendly content creators, KOLs like us. I mean, we're here.
Yes, we're here.
We're here.
And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
A lot of stuff we've covered in previous videos. We actually have here the Ace Gen 2, and I actually still have one that I have not unboxed and an in-depth review on, but I did want to go ahead and just give you an up-close display of it here at the show. I do like it. This is a very affordable multicolor printer. It goes for about $350, and that's all in. So if you're comparing this to something like a Bamboo Lab A1 combo, this is definitely way more cost effective. Now I have to say, I am actually quite impressed with the quality as well as the time. One of the things I noticed, it actually has a lower change in multicolor printing time than I've seen in many other printers. This one only took about a minute to change colors, and I love the fact that they have this little LCD screen that tells you as it's going from one filament to another. They have a nice touch screen capacitive screen here, and basically this is going currently for $349, and you could buy it online today. And the build size here is about 250 by 250 by 250. So in the respect of build size, yes, it is a drop smaller than what you would see on the A1, but performance-wise and clearly in terms of quality, as well as the nice way that they're storing all their filaments on the top, it's definitely a better buy in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, when you do look at something like a Bamboo Lab A1, you're usually taking up a lot more space with it sitting on the right side, which you don't have to do here with the Ace Gen 2. It's already up here. Now, that's not to say that the Bamboo Lab doesn't have a thing that you can print out and make yourself, but why make it yourself when you have it right out of the box over here? So I give him a lot of credit for that. And this is also just very cool. I really just love the idea. It took only about a minute to change colors, and that is actually a pretty good job for a single extruder printer, in my opinion. And like I said, performance-wise, this is changing colors faster than the Bamboo Lab A1. So if I were a school looking into buying a couple of printers, this would definitely be a major contender, not just for the price, but also for the performance and clearly the build quality and the aesthetic appearance and space-saving features is all there. All right, so that's it. Very cool stuff from Anycubic. Look out for those S1 Maxes. And anyway, thank you for watching and happy printing.